Warren wealth tax has wide support, except among one group. Senator Elizabeth Warren's plan to tax the assets of America's wealthiest individuals continues to draw broad support from voters, across party, gender and educational lines. Only one slice of the electorate opposes it staunchly, Republican men with college degrees. Not surprisingly, that is also the profile of many who'd be hit by Warren's so-called wealth tax, which has emerged as the breakout economic proposal in the Democratic presidential primary race. Nearly a year after Warren proposed it, the wealth tax has the support of 6 in 10 Americans, according to a new nationwide poll conducted by the online research firm SurveyMonkey for the New York Times. That support has dipped slightly since July, but Warren's plan remains more popular than most proposed tax increases, and its appeal across coalitions is unusual among high-profile campaign proposals. Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont has also proposed a wealth tax, which would hit more taxpayers than Warren's version, and several other candidates have announced their own plans to raise taxes on the rich, with varying degrees of detail. The other policy plan dominating the primary debate so far, the conversion to a government-financed healthcare system known as Medicare for All, enjoys narrower support that breaks much more cleanly along party lines. Republicans overwhelmingly oppose it. Independents favor it 2-1, and Democrats support it by an even higher ratio. As the Democratic contest barrels toward the first caucuses in Iowa and beyond, the polling continues to show a racial fissure on the subject of the economy, with non-white Democrats expressing more concern about their economic situations than white Democrats. Those more anxious voters are less likely to support Warren, or her wealth tax, a dynamic that could prove consequential as Democrats winnow their field. Here are 3 takeaways on Democratic voters, policy proposals and the role of the economy and the campaign. College-educated Republican men take exception to a wealth tax. The wealth tax has lost a few points of support since the last time the Times asked about the issue, in July. But it remains broadly popular, even more so than it was in February. 3/4 of Democrats and more than half of Republicans say they approve of the idea of a 2% tax on wealth above $50 million. Support for a wealth tax cuts across many of the demographic dividing lines in U.S. politics. Men and women like it. So do the young and the old. The proposal receives majority support among every major racial, educational and income group. College-educated Republican men, though, disapprove of it by a 15-point margin, though a vast majority of Republican men with college degrees would have a net worth below the tax threshold. College-educated Republican women approve of the policy by. For more on this story, visit the news article link.